Hey, it's a Scotch Test Dummies. I'm Scott,
I'm Jen.
not Bart, and
Not
we've got the new Laphroaig Cask lore, and we're gonna.
Test it! Yeah, I need to work on that.
I don't think so. We might come up with our own little shtick. All right, we're back. Hey, years ago, this was the core release from Laphroaig lore. It had a sherry cask influence. Different casks were used in it. Don't ask me which ones. I don't remember. We have this. This one was 48% ABV. Recently, on the shelves, I have found this Laphroaig, the cask lore. Is it the same as that one? I don't know. I haven't researched it.
Nor have I.
Right. Or is this just new label, new boxing, same whiskey, new bottle, and all that? I don't know. But anyway, this one is, I can't read the ABV on the box. 46%? What is that?
48%.
48%. Okay, so it's the same. Is this the same lore? I don't know. 5 aged casks, which I thought the old one was 5 different casks as well. There is a sherry influence here. And for those that are just tuning in, you can probably tell this is not Bart. This is someone much prettier, less hairy, less annoying, less irritating, less loud.
And shorter.
Shorter. This is my wife, Jen. Long story short, I moved to Tampa. We got married. I moved to Tampa. Bart and I have been filming remotely. Occasionally, Bart and I may not be able to hook up and film. My wife loves peated whiskey, and I thought, why not do some peated whiskeys with Jen? Bring her in. We may do this more often. I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
I don't know. Usually when I'm on camera, I'm talking about HR stuff. So this is not new for me to be on camera, but new to be talking about whiskey. So.
Yes. You are an HR leadership professional. If you're in the Tampa area or Florida area, eastern part of the United States, and you need HR or leadership training.
Or western part of the United States. I do work
or
over
western,
there too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's look at this. So you love, now, and I didn't hesitate to bring you in as a replacement for Bart occasionally. Because you love peated whiskey. We talked about this last week with the Ardnamurchan, so we won't go into it as much. You picked up on peated whiskeys quick. You love peated whiskeys. We've had Ardbegs, Laphroaigs, Kilhomans, Bunnahavens, Kalilas, Ardmores. If it's peated, I think you've had it, you've loved it.
It's true. It's hard for me to find a peated whiskey that I don't really like.
Yes.
But is whiskey like wine where you can smell the
Sure. The cork, yes. Oh, it is. I can see that better on the back now. 48% ABV. Color on this one is really beautiful. I don't know if we even showed the color on the Ardnamurchan last week's, which was more ex-bourbon cask. This one, sherry cask, it shows on the color. Mm-hmm. Is this one natural color, though? I think Laphroaig does natural coloring. Let's just see if it says natural color until filtered anywhere. It does say not for underage. Not drinkers or people, just not for underage.
Well, we don't get carded anymore, so I guess we passed that test.
Yeah.
You don't get carded anymore. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm just looking here. I don't see natural color and non-chill filtered anywhere on the box. I'm not reading all of the fine print here.
Because he doesn't have his glasses.
They're right over there. Rich and deep with distinctive smoke, peat, and seaside minerality. It does say that on the label.
I can read it because, I'm younger than you are.
She is. Anyway, all right. Enough with the label. I don't see it. It's not prominent on there. Okay, so
Can I tell you what I get?
Yeah.
Right away? Like the very first sniff. Can you call it that? I got Band-Aid. Got the medicinal.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Yeah. Well, that's going to follow Laphroaig. Band-Aid medicinal known to follow Laphroaig around.
I got one of them.
So I love peat and I love sherry when it's combined. I love sherry by itself. Peat I love, but you put them both together and it's phenomenal, right? I can't always tell you, I'm getting some peat and I'm getting some Oloroso. I can only tell you I'm getting peat and a sherry influence, which is here. This is a darker fruit. There's peat, there's smoke, a darker berry.
I get some woodsy too.
Woodsy.
No?
Yeah. No, I mean, I can see it. So everybody's going to nose differently. Everybody's going to taste differently. But yeah, definitely woodsy, fresh, wet woodsy, like piney or.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wish sometimes I could break down, like I get that dark sweetness with the peat. I wish sometimes I'm trying to break it down farther. That dark sweetness, what is it? And I wish I could tell you, that's Oloroso, it's Pedro Jimenez, it's this or that. No, it's just, there's a dark sweetness, brown sugars, melted brown sugars, and
it's almost like
cinnamon rolls.
You can see it more than you can smell it.
Right.
Like going down into the dark cave with like all this dark wood and the musty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you were in Sonoma, did you...
I have not been to Sonoma.
Yeah, you were. Last April.
Sonoma?
I'm talking about wine switch.
Oh.
Did you go? You went to a winery,
No, I'm thinking about New Mexico. I'm sorry. What's New Mexico?
Oh, you're thinking about Sedona. Which is Arizona.
Sorry. Yes. Not Sedona. I was thinking Sedona. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sonoma. Yes.
Sonoma. Yeah. Did you go to a distillery excuse me,
winery?
A winery over there? And then did you go down into like where you saw all the?
No.
He went on a trip and didn't take me.
There's more to that. That sounds bad. No, we did not have any cellars for.
But this is what it reminds me of. It has that damp, like darkness. Walking down into a winery cellar.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's what it smells like. Or you know what else it smells like? An old bookstore. A used bookstore. It's one of my favorite smells on earth.
Yep. All right, I'm going to go in on the palate.
Oh, I was going to go in on the palate. You beat me to it. Yeah. Now I can't unsmell a used bookstore.
This one hits you right up front with that bright ex-bourbon type wood, peat, 10-year-old Laphroaig type style, but then it quickly transitioned into those sweeter, darker notes and into the finish. Just a sweet berry is making me salivate. Wow. Smoke. Marshy, humid, wet marshland.
Okay, so I'm always amazed at whiskeys how, like, the nose is... Now remember, I'm a new whiskey drinker, so I'm always amazed at how the nose is so much different than what's on the palate. Like, it's a little teaser, but a very slight teaser, because it always tastes so much different. It's so much richer when you taste it. And when I taste this, I get the I get the dampness, the damp, walking down into the cellar of the winery. But then the after finish is so sweet, and I didn't get that on the nose. Maybe a hint of it, but not really.
Yeah. For I would say 3 out of 5, maybe 4 out of 5 whiskeys, the nose is pretty indicative to what you're going to get on the palate. But then that 1 in 5 or 1 in 4 chance, all of a sudden it's like the palate is completely different than what you're getting on the nose.
I get raspberries on the palate. This is delightful.
Yeah. This is, and we'll pull out the old one. We'll get done here, and then towards the end, we'll just see how this compares to the old one. Now, my old one has been open for several years, so we'll see. This one is definitely. Now, we bought this a couple of weeks ago and opened it up right away. So, I mean, it's been there's a little bit gone, not much. This is one, to me, a lot of peats and especially a lot of sherry maturations, wine type maturations, as they get some air and as they've been open longer, they really start to develop more and will reveal more. So I think this is revealing even more than it did the first night. When we first opened this and had the neck pour, it's showing, but I think even over time it's going to even show that the peat and the sherry both are really going to start to blossom, you would say. Let's put a drop of water on it. Not much, because this is 48. I did 4 drops. 4 or 5 drops.
So I remember when we opened it a couple weeks ago when we got it, it was tasty, but I think, I don't know if it's just because I already have whiskey on my palate now, or if because it's been opened, but it tastes a lot richer and I'm getting more out of it.
Having whiskey on the palate is twofold. You can have too much whiskey on the palate.
We know what that looks like.
Right. But then sometimes even we did the Ardnamurchan, but first, before we did the Ardnamurchan, I poured just a little bit of a lightly peated whiskey just to get whiskey on the palate and try to open up those taste buds. And then we went into the Ardnamurchan and we had it. And really the best part to me with peat is having several in a row and being able to like go back and forth. And because you could see, once you get the peat on the palate, you can start to pick up the differences between the whiskeys. So you already have, to me, right now, you already have peat on your palate from the first one. And so the peat on this one isn't going to show quite as much, but you're going to see those other notes that are in there.
That's so interesting, because when we were nosing it, I was like, I don't really even get the peat, but I know it's the Laphroaig. And
Right.
obviously there's peat there.
Right? Yep. And by the way, Bart and I did meet Simon Brooking several years ago. Little Laphroaig tasting, great ambassador, great representative of Laphroaig, still active, still out there going. And the fact is, I see him in the SMWS as well, Simon Brooking. So he's probably watching this going, oh my God, you guys are so dumb about the lore. And
I told you I was a newbie.
And me too, but he's like, you're dummies. That's what I do.
Yeah, that's the name.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, Simon. But with some water.
So it didn't change it that much for me.
48%. So I think personally, I have found my palate, I've gotten to where I prefer whiskeys like that 50 to 55%. So 48% is a little bit light. But you also have to remember the majority of whiskey drinkers, people that are buying whiskey out there, this is 48% is pretty high to them.
I think I'm more of like the 45 to 50
Yeah.
is my kind of sweet spot.
Yeah.
So this is good for me.
I'm definitely getting more, the more of the maritime, salty, seaweed type notes now with water. It toned down, I think, a little bit of the brightness and the sherry, even bringing out more of the underside, that undercurrent of the maritime. I like it. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with it.
Do you get any almond?
Almond would follow sherry. And there's some sherry influence here, so I can't say I'm getting any, but if you are, it's perfectly in line with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Almond marzipan, which is an almond butter. A lot of times with sherried whiskeys. So you just put a second round of water on it. I kind of
didn't.
Oh, you didn't? I thought
Yeah.
you were gonna. You did.
I was going to, but then I said, but it started off at 48, so I don't know if I want.
Right.
Well, if you do, I try it. We have to compare notes, equal notes, apples to apples.
Again, I encourage everybody, when you first try a whiskey, try it neat, try it with a round of water, try it with 2 rounds of water, play with it. And if you prefer it neat, go back the next time you drink it, go to it neat, but just see what happens. Sometimes it changes a whiskey for the better, sometimes not.
I'm not sure I've ever had more water when it's changed it for the worse. Personally. But you've had way more whiskey than I have.
Very rarely does water change a whiskey for the worse. So, actually here, 2 rounds of water, it's almost like this one opened up now. Even better than the first round of water, because now it really became velvety and coating on the back of my palate. It's almost setting in, like it's burrowing. You can feel it burrowing into your taste buds. It's almost like a little bit more burn.
I get the burn. I'm not sure if it's more for me.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of it. It's not necessarily, nothing has changed taste-wise. I think it's all still the same.
But it's and it's interesting how they're, for me, and I'm sure I learned this from you because I didn't come up with it on my own, but there's when you taste a whiskey, there's 2 steps, almost maybe 3 steps. There's the first one that hits your palate, and then when you swallow it, then there's that extra afterburn or aftertaste, and it's a whole nother taste for me sometimes. But then even afterwards, then you're tasting it for a while afterwards, and that's another taste. It's almost like a melange of the 2 toned down. Melange. a mixture of the 2 toned down.
Well, I think you have you've got the initial opening, the initial hit on the palate, you've got the mid palate, and then you've got the finish.
Okay, fine. If you're gonna be all specific about the terms and such.
No, I'm saying, yeah, you were talking about you had that kind of that initial hit, and then you had the mid palate, and then the finish.
Is the finish even after you swallow it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that part. It is. It's interesting though, because it's you have one tiny little glass and you get 3 different tastes from it.
Yep, whiskey is one of those things that I think that it can force you to slow down. I mean, even when I pour a whiskey at nighttime, most time a pour of whiskey lasts me between 30 minutes and an hour, just kind of depending, but we're drinking it to taste it. And I'm getting almost more of a cigarette ash and a cigar ash. Almost like if anybody smokes acid Cuba Cubas, it's a really sweet cigar wrapper that it's almost like what I'm getting on the palate with this. And it's probably from that sherry influence, sherry finish, but it's gorgeous.
I'm almost getting, with these 2 rounds of water, I'm getting a little fruit. Like a light, almost like a honeydew or a cantaloupe at the end.
On the finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. On the finish. Because it's very faint.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's that lightness.
Yeah. No, it's very good. It's good neat. It's good with a drop of water. It's good with 2 drops of water. So, anyway, I'm ready to squirt. Are you?
I'm a big Laphroaig fan. So,
Yeah.
even though I started off with Lagavulin, I'm a big Laphroaig fan. It's probably one of my favorite distilleries. Can I say that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you've met an Ardbeg or a Laphroaig
Or
or a Lagavulin that
Lagavulin.
you didn't like,
Or Bunnahabhain.
or Bugenhaven, Kilhoman.
Yeah.
So,
And there's some Laphroaigs that I'm very fond of.
you're equal opportunity pedist.
Yeah.
I'm ready to squirt. Are you?
Yes. Wait, let me get a number in my head. I want to be swayed by you. Okay, I'm ready.
I'm going 89. Again, and this would be a 90. I think if it was a little bit higher ABV. Now that's because I've gotten to like higher ABVs. I think a little bit more boost on this one would have put it into the 90s for sure, but I'm going to 89. I mean, it's good, and I think this is core range. I think the cask lore is replacing the lore, and we'll take a look at that here in a second real quick. But where are you at?
93.
Wow.
Can I go that high?
Yeah.
Is that all right? I already mentioned that I'm a Laphroaig fan, so I might be biased. But yeah.
No, it's a good one. It is a good one.
Very good.
So, real quick though, let's just take a look.
And how much was it?
Oh, $100.
Oh, totally worth it.
A little bit higher than the old. Well, I think these were 80 or 90, and this one is several years old. I can't even tell you how old this one is. But let's see. So, several factors in aging whiskeys. One is the color of the glass. This one is green, so it's protected the whiskey. It has not been exposed to direct sunlight or heat. It does, another factor in peated whiskeys is how much air is in the bottle. There is quite a bit of air on this one. But let's just see where it comes in compared to the new one. Now we have...
Color is similar.
Yeah. Here, pour this on yours. Let's go to one glass with the new one. Of course, we have some...
Now I have your cooties.
We have some water on that. It helps prevent scurvy. I don't think you'll be able to come up here with it. I don't think they'll be able to see the new one here that I'm holding.
White paper. You need your white paper.
Yeah. Anyway.
Very similar. And this one has 2 rounds of water on it too.
Pretty similar. Pretty similar on the nose.
And what's this? ABV. Let's see. Let me look. Oh, 48%. So it's the same.
Wow. Still, it's holding up. That's pretty close to, if not the same whiskey. It is. Yeah, I mean, when I say that's been open for 5 or 6 years probably. So if you want to know how long whiskey lasts.
I'm getting a little more medicinal notes, but again, this is 2 rounds of water, and this one is neat, so that might be a difference. But
let's add just a splash of the new back into the new, just to bring up the ABV a little bit. That'll help. But the old one is still holding up. These are pretty close. If they're not exactly the same, but you can tell they're cousins, I would say.
Maybe even brothers.
I think some of the brightness and the liveliness of the one that's been open for a while is gone. But it's still peated, it's still sherried, it's still sweet.
Yeah, the older one is a tamed down version. But again, maybe it's because there's so much air in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, but pretty close. I like it. The new one definitely brighter, but it's probably because it just got open. So, yeah, $100. It's worth it, definitely. So, and again, the new packaging and the new bottle design, new label design for Laphroaig. So, definitely worth it. Definitely picking up. And Scotch It. You Scotch gods. You say Sláinte.
Oh. Sláinte, dummies.
Here.